without any further ado, let's talk about movies. I'm gonna go first for this one.
That's what I was gonna. Yep, go.
I'll do three and then you do your three, right? So
one of mine is a cheat, but go ahead.
I can't wait, bro. Okay, so for me, I mean, so let's start out with one which I don't think you realized how much this movie means to me.
I think I learned last night, but go on.
Yes, yeah, but so for me, this pick is all about, I like a good old-fashioned action movie. I'm a huge fan, and I feel that era is dead in a way. Our heroes are getting old now and are starting to die off. The ones that these motherfuckers that raised us, right? Like, I didn't get raised by my parents, dude. I got raised by Arnie and fucking Harrison Ford and Bruce Willis, and these guys, they were raising me. And so, dude, I am watching you and you're fucking killing me right now. But more specifically, this is an extremely deep fucking, genre to pick from. But Last Boy Scout by, the fucking late great motherfucking Tony Scott, based off of a script by Shane Black, of course, from, Lethal Weapon and, that whole fucking thing. Probably someone who should never direct a movie, but who should 100% fucking write him if The Last Predator is anything to go by. But the point is,
I liked that movie. Eat shit.
Okay, well, I mean, then you're one of the 7 people that bought tickets, so it's all good. But
just before we go on, I spent a summer watching Predator, the original, every day for a summer.
Roman, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. My wife almost divorced me, but go on.
Yeah, so I mean, I have similar issues with my wife when it comes to Last Boy Scout, because unfortunately I've watched the movie so much that I literally know it from back to back with the quotables and the things to say. I just randomly walk around the house saying it. A lot of it is extremely offensive, and my wife doesn't know where it's coming from. So why did Mr. Milo cross the road? Because his dick was stuck in a chicken. This is good stuff, right?
You are a big pimp looking motherfucker with a hat.
Exactly. Ask me how fat she was. But now, dude, this movie is endlessly rewatchable for me, and a large part of it is the fact that it's a perfect melding of action and sarcasm, which is 2 things that I love in movies. So that's my first pick. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Last Boy Scout. It's fucking good. Probably the best thing that Damon Wayans ever fucking did. But he killed in this. He killed in this.
You didn't like Blank Man?
No, it doesn't really fucking feature on any list for me. In a way, it does. It features on worst lists, but okay. But I mean, the Wayans brothers as a whole, I enjoy them. There's of course Senseless, the comedy, which I find is like not enough people know about that movie. I don't know if it's one of the lesser known Wayans brothers who just fucking kills in that. But in any case, my second pick, okay, and this was a tough one because I believe that this director's roster is filled with good movies, and this might not be the first pick for most people when they think about this direction. But Christopher Nolan's Inception is a damn near flawless movie, and it's simply because of the fact that it's such a well-crafted fucking puzzle of a movie that sticks together, and it's one of those movies. I like movies that make you feel smarter when you watch them and make you gush over them when you're at a barbecue, like, hey guys, how about that Inception? That's some good shit, right? And people go like, bro, I didn't get that movie at all. Are they sleeping? Are we all just fucking dreaming? Are we still dreaming? Is that top still spinning? Like, those kinds of, like, I love that shit. I love the fact that it in a weird fucked up way, it makes me feel superior for liking the movie. And that is the exact reason why a movie of mine is on my list. But go on. Yeah. So I love it. I cannot attach a specific reason for loving the movie because I think the acting is fantastic. The fucking music, guys. I mean, this is Hans Zimmer. Don't fuck with that guy. Okay, the score is off the top. The effects, of course, good. How everything comes together. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is fucking so good in that movie. It's just a Tom fucking Hardy. It's got everything. It's just Cillian Murphy. Yeah, it's just Michael Caine. It's the usual roster of people that are in a Christopher Nolan movie, but it's not a Batman movie. An easy pick for me would have been Dark Knight, but I find
Batman
myself.
Begins is better.
Ew. Ew. Okay, we could do a whole episode on that shit. But that's my second pick, and I'm just I'm
not wearing hockey pads.
Punch a couple of dogs in the face. Okay. And then last but not least, my third pick, because we've picked two actiony, heavy in the pants movies. I do like laughing. I do like a little bit of comedy. And of course, I mean, Last Boy Scout's pretty funny as it is. But like for me, like a lighthearted, get shit-faced and drink, and also find a movie that's heavily quotable and that I just like watching. Sometimes I'll even turn this movie on and only watch like 10 minutes of it, or like the last 15 minutes or something like that, is The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
The Big Lebowski is I mean, it's a Coen's brother movie, so the point with it is Coen's brother, especially their most recent movies, are incredibly, bittersweet and very serious and kind of heartbreaking in a way. And this was really like, Big Lebowski was them going like really into their comedy chops. Like Steve Buscemi in that fucking movie deserved an Oscar, dude. Sorry, not Buscemi. I want John Turturro, dude. Jesus Ortega. Like, dude, come on now. I'll put what is it like? I'll shove this up your ass and pull the trigger till it says what fucking click. I
don't roll on Shabbos, okay?
Yeah, dude. It's so incredibly quotable, and it's just so good, and it's a movie that to this day still makes me laugh, like belly laugh at some of the things that happen in the movie. But those are my three picks. I can't fucking wait to hear your three. Roll. Let me hear. Let's go.
Yours are amazing, and there's so much in my wheelhouse. I'm gonna go in a little bit of a reverse order. But the first movie is a culmination of everything I love in cinema. It is a director's cut release, so it is technically two movies in one.
Oh, is this the cheat one? The cheat one that you mentioned?
It's the cheat one. Okay. Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. The whole bloody affair. It is the combination of Kill Bill parts 1 and 2. Amazing soundtrack, epic boss fights. It is just, it's the UM Pink fight team doing the choreography. It's Quentin Tarantino with all of the best dialogue. It's David Carradine giving the Superman quote at the end that just is never escaped my mind from the moment I heard it.
So good. So good.
It was coincidentally my wife, who's a super fan of Quentin Tarantino. Mm-hmm. That was her
Britney's
favorite.
stock just went through the fucking roof. By the way, I'm just letting you know. You can tell her I said that.
Her before her first favorite was Jackie Brown. Then it was then it was Quentin. Then it was Kill Bill, and now it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But
wow, dude. Okay, well, that's got some good taste, dog.
Yeah, and that's just our movie. We love going in and watching Kill Bill. Like my favorite quote, I use it all the time because sometimes I could be a prick. Okay, let me I can be a miserable.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Roman. You're the nicest. Iceman's the nicest guy ever, all the time.
Some days I can wake up and be prickly. I love it when this guy who is like a billion miles away will text me, "You're having a day, aren't you?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, sorry." It just happens to me sometimes. But that ties into this movie because there's a scene where the bride sees Bill outside of her wedding, and she says, "Are you gonna be nice?" He says, I can never say I'll be nice, but I will try to be sweet."
Yes. No, exactly.
And I butchered the quote, but it's because I'm a little tight. I'm a little amped. But I always say that. I always tell my wife, I was like, I'll try to be sweet. I won't ever promise to be nice.
I love how your pick has avoided the discussion of which part is better. I love that. I love how your pick gets both of them in, because that is an endless discussion right there. Which one is superior, part 1 or 2? But when you put them together, they're a damn near perfect movie. That's a fucking lovely pick, Roman. A lovely pick. I love it.
That movie just means so much to me. And part 1 is more dialogue. Part 2 is more action. So like people where you fit on that spectrum. But I love it melded together because it's just and it's because I only get to pick 3, so that's the way I can get them both together. But I do actually prefer The Whole Bloody Affair as a combined effort.
Yes.
So I could talk endlessly about that movie. I fucking love that movie. But we're gonna move on to number 2, which coincidentally is a Tony Scott film.
Oh, let's go.
It is True Romance.
Ooh.
True Romance will eternally go down as the most watched film in the winner's house. Roman wins. This movie is played annually multiple times a year. It is just
People
peak.
that think Christopher Walken is a joke, watch that shit. Watch how he
You tell all
eats
the
up.
angels in heaven you've never seen evil so singly personified and in the face of the man who killed you. All right?
He
That
eats
is-
with Dennis Hopper. My God, dude. Like, I want to watch it right now.
Oh, can I get one of those Chesterfields? Oh, so cool. Like Gary Oldman as the pimp. Nah, it ain't white boy day. Like,
no,
it is just,
dude.
it is one of the best
What a
dialogue.
great pick, Roman. What a great pick.
It is my movie. And it's not just for this topic that we brought this up. It is a movie that it is watched here. It was watched 2 days ago in this house. Like, we watch it all the time. It is my wife's favorite movie. She swears it's a Tarantino movie because he did help write it, but it's not a Tarantino movie.
I didn't know that. Is that a thing?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino helped write True Romance.
Fuck me.
But it isn't. But it is not a. It's not a Tarantino movie.
Dude, I just
He is
remember
in the
James
movie.
Gandolfini is fucking terrifying in that movie as well.
James
Dude.
Gandolfini is the lead bodyguard for the Cogoni crime family. Michael Rappaport, Brad Pitt is a stoner. Like, it has everybody. Sonny Chiba is in the movie,
Yeah,
who is
dude,
also
that is really like
in Kill Bill.
that shit's firing on all cylinders, dude. That is a fucking great movie.
It's a perfect action movie. It's got some of the best dialogue. You can feel the melding of a Tony Scott action movie with that extra hit of a Tarantino dialogue in it.
That's very true, because the dialogue, I mean, that's of course what Tarantino's known for. The shit is like popping on that. Like, I mean, like, I can imagine now that you say this to me, Roman, where the fuck have you been my whole life? But that makes the whole thing, the dialogue with Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken, way more poignant, because that feels like a Tarantino dialogue.
Yeah, so please, everybody in the chat, if you haven't seen True Romance with Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette, do yourself a favor. Stop watching me.
Yeah,
go watch
please,
that.
go fucking watch it right now. You can squeeze it in before the fucking like Super Bowl. Just go. Just. I mean, by the time you hear this, the Super Bowl will be past. But you get what I'm saying. It's a ridiculous. Fuck, dude. Good movie. Okay. Jesus Christ, your first 2 picks are killing me, bro. I can't wait for your third. Let's go.
My third pick will disappoint you immensely, but
From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows.
exactly. The third film, it means too much
I
to
will
me.
fucking kill you.
Captain America: The First Avenger. I have to watch it.
You rat fuck.
All the time. I love that movie more than I can ever explain.
I feel like you're just bringing that to the island to piss me off.
I'm not. Well, yes, but I am not. I love that movie.
Hugo Weaving's Red Skull can suck my fucking wiener.
It's the Rocketeer. It's Joe Johnston. It's
not. The Rocketeer is the Rocketeer. That is it.
No,
the
get outta
Rocketeer
here.
like shits on Captain America.
I get out of here. But this is my list. Okay, you go on your island. All right, you get.
And
your,
we're on the same island, dog, and I'm snapping that DVD over my knee while you sleep.
You go beat off in your freaking grass hammock while I'm watching.
Dude, I will bury that CD somewhere, and I'll make a fucking treasure map that leads nowhere.
It makes me so happy. Unrequited Love, with him and Peggy Carter. I before this movie came out, this movie came out, I don't know the year, I think 2009, 2010. My firstborn was born in 2005. From the minute he came out of the womb, I called him Bucky. So
Really?
I called his nickname was Bucky.
Man, that's very cute.
And then when he saw this movie, he was 7. And the first words out of his mouth when we left cinema was, "I know why you call me Bucky." I cried like a bitch.
Shame.
Because he's my partner.
You tell me
He's
shit like that, dude. Then that changes the picture a little bit.
And I can just turn it on, watch it for any amount of time, and I have a big smile on my face. It's my favorite Marvel character. That was a joke to be a fan of Captain America before this movie came out.
That's my favorite thing about loving Captain America is how people just like now you get people like being Captain America fans and you're like, oh, he's not a pussy. He's not like this nice guy, this fucking guy. Like he's the motherfucking glue that keeps all this shit together.
Yeah.
And he's the purest of them all.
I would go to every party that was a costume party dressed as Captain America with a ridiculously tight spandex outfit. I would put
with
a
the little
cucumber
wings,
in,
the little wings
oh,
on
yeah.
the head.
I would put a cucumber in my pants, and you just see this massive member, and people would like they couldn't know if it was real or not. So like,
Captain, is that a shield in your pocket? Or you just happy
I'd
to
be
see it?
legendary of the streets. I would hear rumors later of girls talking behind my back saying, "Holy shit, Roman, what the fuck?" And I was like,
Holy
"Yeah,
shit,
baby,
Captain, you're loaded. Let's go."
Captain Packing, baby." And I love that movie so much. But those are my movies. Started out with a bang, maybe to some ended on a whimper, but that's just how it goes when you're rolling with me.
No, I mean, dude, I give you a lot of fucking shit if the day is long, bro. Easy peasy. But I get why you pick it, and if you attach a beautiful story to a movie like that, bro, like that changes the whole thing, because you could have been telling me about Postman Pat, but you have a good fucking like a memory attached to that, and I go with you on that fucking journey, and it makes the movie that much more impactful. And you did the whole thing without mentioning Red Skull once, so I mean,
why are you failing?
I can't fault you for that, dude. So no, but that's lovely, man. That really is.
This was a clip from the Separated at Birth podcast. We do the show live every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where there you can join in the show and submit live questions and comments and have them read on air. Hope to see you there.